Hey, this is Sascha, back with another quest to get things done. So this one is for employee recognition. It allows members of your team to send a message and a reward to other members of the team. So let me show you how it works. So it starts with a heading, as always, in the quest. So just to set the mood or the pacing. So we just say, send a high five. Okay, and then we have our first quest item, which is this one. This one allows the user going through this to actually pick whoever they want to send the reward to. So it will show the team member list that I can select another member from. This one is actually backed by Google Sheet, but it can also be backed by any other source. It can also come from ChartHop or Workday or whatever source you have, or like an Airtable maybe. So let me show you the Google Sheet that I prepared. So it has a list of members with their name and their email to send a reward, as well as the local currency and the recognition amount, which we kept quite low for this demo. All right, so then we also have like another sheet, which is the reward history. So these are like all the rewards and messages that have been sent in the past, and also have been approved in the past, which I will show you as well how that works in a moment. All right, so that's the first thing. So they select who to send the reward to. The second thing they do is they can select a value, right, that the person has demonstrated. So we just listed our values here as part of the demo. And then like the last thing is they can write a thank you note. So they basically can write what the person has done and why they think their team member deserves like recognition for the work that they did. This one is just for demo purposes. Let's just skip this item. And then we have a completion actions. So these are all the things that are happening as soon as a request has been reviewed and approved. You can also not configure a review, but I will show you in a moment how you can if you want one. So the first thing is actually sending reward. So what we can do here is we can send a reward via Tremendous. So if you're using tremendous.com for creating manually gift cards these days, you can just like make this automatically happen from within Questmate at the end of a quest. And you can make it based on data that has been entered or selected as part of the quest as well. So we just selected our funding source here, our campaign, which makes sure that like the emails, everything is branded with the logo of your company. And then we also map some of the fields from the person that has been selected. So if we select, we use the recognition amount, we use the currency of the receiving person, we set the name, and we also set the email so that the reward can be sent. And of course, we sent the reward, set the reward message to what has been written in write a thank you note above. All right. What do we do here as well? So we logged the reward to the Google Sheet. So we basically just selected the same spreadsheet and then the reward history sheet. And then we just mapped like all the fields into the different columns that we have in the Google Sheet. And just for demonstration purposes, we also send it to our Slack channel. So this could usually be like your team channel, for instance, or something where other people can see the message as well. And for this purpose, for the purpose of this demo, we also created a little other completion action here to send a message visibly on a Vestaboard, which is a physical board that you can put into your space, which is quite a nice way to present the thank you note to, well, the team member, but also the rest of the team. All right, let me show you how this works then. So this can be shared and be used in multiple ways. So in this case, for the purpose of the demo, we will just use a share link here. And then we will just open this in another tab. And then we will have a look. So this is the experience that the person who wants to recognize the work of somebody else actually will have, right? So everything that we just saw, they now get to use here. So teammate name, they can select the teammate. So let's select myself, not for the awesome work that I did here, but so that I can show you the reward as soon as it's being issued. The value that I demonstrated, I would say I'm getting things done because I'm recording the demo here. And then the thank you note. Awesome demo, Sascha. All right, cool. Again, we can ignore this. This is just for people who are using this on their own for the first time. It just explains a little bit on how this quest works. So just ignore this, and you will also be able to just remove it if you pick up this this template. All right, let's submit this. So this quest is now being configured to be reviewed whenever something is submitted. So your people ops team or your HR team or your front desk team gets to actually review the request before anything happens, before a reward is issued, before the message is shared with the team member, and before it's being shown publicly on your Vestaboard if you have one. So if we go back to Questmate now and go to the runs, we will see that there is a new submission in review here. So let's have a look, and we will see all the data that just has been filled out. And we now get to review this. So we can either send it back with a message and say like, hey, like this doesn't really reflect our values, or like, hey, we, I don't know, whatever your objection might be. But in the positive case, which should be the main case, you can add still like an optional message, but you can then just approve it, and everything else happens from there. So when I say everything else, I mean the reward is being created and sent to the person. It's being logged in the reward Google Sheet, and it's being shown on the Vestaboard, as you can see here. Awesome. All right, let's go to the Google Sheet and let's see if that worked as well. Yes, we have a new entry here. Because we just did that in an anonymous way, we don't see the requester here. But again, you can protect things to just be accessible by your team as well. Awesome. And we sent the reward. So let me just pause this and grab my emails. All right, here's the email. So I didn't really change my campaign in Tremendous, so the message has not been mapped. But usually the message will then also show up here along with like all the custom branding and everything that you've set up in Questmate. Yes, and then the employee just gets to click this button. And after that, they will be able to select one of the many localized rewards actually. So if I click on this and I say I'm in Australia, you will see that right now I only added a virtual Visa card here. But maybe let's say United States, and you will see more options, like really depending on the location of the employee and what you allow listed in on Tremendous. All right, yeah, that concludes our little demo. I hope this was helpful, and see you next time. Bye.